Good morning. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show, where we are having confessions and conversations about your everyday life. My name is Yarmitra Jojo Waddell, the only, my bracelet fell, the only Live Past Crazy Specialist. What better place to be than here with me? Good morning. How you guys doing this morning? Hope you're ready to get this day started. It's going to be an amazing day. Absolutely amazing. Hope you watched the show yesterday. Hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure you share it, because sharing is caring. Don't forget, if your friends and family do not have Facebook, send them over to the YouTube channel where they can binge watch all the Fearless morning shows over there. Good morning, Miss Leah. Y'all, me and this, if I would take my allergy pill, I wouldn't have these problems. But y'all know me and medicine. I don't like to take it. Leah, how was your show yesterday morning? Miss Leah has a morning show that comes on Monday mornings at 6 a.m. Make sure to check out Miss Leah in the mornings. Get your day started right, bright and early. For my early risers, she ready to give it to you at 6 a.m. She ready. Miss Lee, make sure you put your information down there. So I hope you guys enjoyed the show yesterday. Please make sure you share it, because sharing is caring. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show. My name is Yarmitra Jojo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy Specialist. So what better place to be than here with me? Let's get right into the quote of the day. And then we'll get into the thought of the day. So the quote of the day: wisdom is the power to put our time and our knowledge to proper use. And that is by Thomas J. Watson. Wisdom is the power to put our time and our knowledge to proper use. And it reminded me of a quote, well, not a quote, it reminded me of a note I left myself. That said, Jojo, you have everything you need to succeed. You need to write it down and look at it. But you know how it is when you refuse to write things down and look at it, then you pretend like you don't know it. That's okay, I got you. So on this wonderful day, wisdom is the power to put our time and our knowledge to the proper use. Having knowledge and not applying it ain't doing you a bit of good. Why did you even learn it, though, if you're not applying it? Why do we have it if we're not going to use it? So put your wisdom to use. Knowledge is power. Knowledge ain't so much power. It's the applied knowledge that's powerful. So that's our lovely quote for today. Wisdom is the power to put our time and our knowledge to the proper use. Thomas J. Watson. So let's go right into the fearless thought of the day, which is the likability trap. So, y'all, we're going to have confessions and conversations with JoJo. And we're going to talk about this likability trap and how it can get you so caught up. Good morning, Keeper. I was thinking about you this morning. I was thinking I'm going to text Keeper and see how she's doing. And I don't know why. I thought that as I was brushing my teeth. The likability trap, y'all. And how it can get us caught up. How it can stop us. And how it can absolutely rule our world. The likability trap. So let me explain what that is. And of course, if you have some age, context clues, right? The likability trap is when we are so consumed with everybody liking us and liking our decision and our thought process and the things that we are about to do and the things we're setting out to do. We want everybody to like us. We want everybody to be okay. When it comes to work, we don't want to say the wrong thing. We want our co-workers to like us. We want our managers and supervisors and directors to like us. And then you want your friends to like you. You don't want your family to be like, Jojo, I don't know. You want your family to like you. You want your man, your boo thing, your side piece to like you. It's a lot. And you want everybody to like you. And in you wanting them to like you, you are adjusting to everybody's likes. You are adjusting to what your mama like. But then when your sister come, you gotta balance what your mama like and your sister like. But then when your brother come, you gotta balance what your mama, your sister, and your brother like. Then your auntie come, you gotta balance mama, sister, brother, auntie. Heaven forbid, a grandma, grandpa. And now you're in a circus because you are trying to balance all the likes in one place at one time for 12 people inside of one person. And you want to tell me you don't have the power to do anything else. But here you are juggling all of this likability trap like a pro. Because you know as soon as you're out of their presence, you're exhausted like, my God, let me go get some ice cream, because that was exhausting. But then if you're out of their presence, in the next presence you're in, good morning, Sharika. The next presence you're in is maybe the pastor or the church ladies, or I call them the sweet sisters. Good morning, Tiffany. How you doing? If you're in that part of the likability trap, now you have, and see, in the likability trap, everybody has rules in the likability trap. Take it from JoJo, okay? I have learned this lesson, and it seems to keep coming back to me all the time. Till now I'm to the point where, oh no, I can see the triggers up front, and I tried to stop it. So in the likability trap with my mama, to get my mama to like me, there's certain rules and regulations that I got to comply to for her so she can like me. When it comes to my sister and my aunt, there's certain things I got to do for the likability trap for that. So I want them to like me. So there's certain things I got to say, and I got to talk about certain people for them to like me. For my mama, I may have to complain and talk about this for her to like me. For my cousin, I may have to do this and that for them to like me. And then if you got a man, you got to do this and that for them to like you. And then you get to work and you got to do things that you may not necessarily like for them to like you. And every person in every situation has rules and regulations to how you are to operate so that they will like you. And here, my friend, lies the likability trap. You are trapped in this thing, and you cannot seem to find your way out. Please raise your hand if you feel me on this. And so here you are trying to be likable to everybody, juggling all of their rules and their regulations, right? And here you are telling yourself you ain't powerful and you're not strong, but you're doing all of these superpower things, but you're applying it in the wrong direction. So can we first admit that? JoJo, I'm not strong enough to change, but boo, you balancing a likability act for 35 people, 35 of them at least. So you don't tell me you ain't got the power to do what? I don't understand that part. You got it. Wisdom is the power to put our time and our knowledge to the proper use. You have it. Put it to the proper use. Put it to the right understanding of the thing. So in the likability trap, what now happens is, if I'm with my friend, or if I'm with my mama or my sister or whomever, and I'm acting a certain way, here's where your dilemma comes in. Let me help you with your problem. Let me help you identify your situation. So you are acting this way with your friends and family, right? Well, then you get a new boo, right? And you act totally different with your new boo. Come on, somebody, because y'all about to get this with me. And you introduce your new boo to your family. Now, you act a different way here, likability. Likability over here with your mama, sister, cousin, auntie, brother, sister. So you're juggling 5 likabilities, 5 rules over here. You're juggling this. You're juggling what your boo like, right? You trapped in the middle. At some point, these two shall meet. And when they meet, how are you going to react? Because let me tell you something. You act a certain way with your family, you bring your boo in, and you are trying to be consistent with them. Even, hey, fellas, if that's you, you're trying to be consistent, but you know your mama fooling. You got to act a certain way around her. And if you, let's just do my family, confessions and conversations. What my family will do is, Oh, JoJo sitting up under that man. Ooh, look at her. And she got a man. She all up under. And now she act like she can't talk to us. So here comes likability problem number one. I hear the whispers. And then they ain't really whispers. They saying it out loud. So everybody can hear. Y'all see JoJo? Y'all see her acting, sitting up under that man? Y'all see that? Oh, she got a man. Now she can't talk to us. Oh, so now I'm stuck in a likability trap. I'm trapped between two likes. So now I am either one, forced to conform to the likability of my family. One, because you got a whole lot of problems in this likability trap. So, and I'm just using relationships. So you bring your man to meet your parents, your family, whomever. So problem number one is, are you going to conform to their likability trap? So then this person is looking at you like you done lost your mind. Like, who are you? And why are you acting like this all of a sudden? Number one. Number two, you run the risk of, if you're not acting like the likability, like the person you usually are, because you're people pleasing and doing all the things of your family and your friends over here, now you have the ridicule and the pointing out and the name and the talking about and the criticism. Look at JoJo. Why she dressed like that? Why is she talking like that? Why is she sitting like that? Why is she acting like that? That man don't know JoJo. In reality, nobody knows JoJo, because I'm stuck in that damn likability trap. I'm stuck in it. And my sister and my brother, here is your day one of walking out your journey. Welcome to day one. Day one is you deciding, y'all exhausting, and make the announcement. Y'all are killing me with me trying to be because mama alone got 30 likability things I got to do. And in my sister, my aunts, my uncles, my cousins, my friends, that's 6, 10, 12 people, and each with 10 to 15 things I got to do so that they like. So if you just multiply 10 times 6, and that's a lot that you've got to mentally and emotionally keep up with. Not including work, not including outside friends, not including now if you're in a relationship, you have that. Here's day one of your journey. Here's day way of saying y'all are exhausting. Here's day one of saying this something got to give, because I'm going to lose my natural born mind, and you will. Because you have gotten into such the habit of the likability trap of wanting people. If you're like me, I'm the peacekeeper. So I'm going to do whatever it is to keep the peace, which doesn't work. Can I tell you, it's not going to work. So now I'm no longer the peace giver. I'm the truth giver. I'm tell the truth. It may be so uncomfortable for me, but we talked about this on Monday. Was that Friday or Monday? You got to get into the habit of demanding the truth from yourself. JoJo, you wearing yourself out, girl. Trying to figure out who like what, when they like it, how they like. You got whole manuals on how other people operate, but you ain't got a manual on how you need to operate. And so now you're stuck in that likability trap. And you're trying to make everybody happy. So here's day one. It ain't ever going to happen. You're never going to be able to have everyone like you at the same time. You've got to be okay with that. Number 3, you've got to realize how exhausting it is mentally and emotionally to keep this up and to keep a running tab of everything so that you can switch up with a conversation just like that. That's difficult. So you can't tell me you're not powerful. You can't tell me you can't figure out how to do something. You can't tell me you can't start on this journey. You can't tell me you can't do no self-care as gangster. Because, boo, you look at what you're doing now. Look at what you're balancing with 2 hands and a toenail right now. Likability trap. Welcome to hell. Because that's what it is. So day 1 is to admit that it's exhausting. Admit you've got to, and we will always come back to the 5 keys to live past crazy. Number 1 is to be quiet. We're always going to come back there. 1, JoJo, why are we trying to get everybody to like us. Do you know how old we are? Mm-hmm. Do you know? Yep, I know, girl. And your mom, I know about my mama too. You have had it. Yep, I have. You've been doing this. Yep, I've been doing this for a long time. Are you not tired? Oh, God, yes. The likability trap. Welcome to crazy. So you've got to figure out in your quiet time, what are you going to do about it? So for me, I had to understand, I had to come to realization that everybody liking me was not going to be the center of my world. I had to like me first. So first, let me look at what I like. I know what everybody else like. I know what mama, sister, I know what everybody likes, how they like it, when they like it. How I know every detail of everybody else likes, but not my own. So I started to remove myself from situations that I could. You got to do that for your sanity. At some point, friend, you've got to invest in your sanity. You got to invest in what is important to you, because you keeping it up for everybody else. And here's the thing, you may say, but Jojo, you don't understand how my family is strong. You have never met the Twitty family and the Waddell family. There I have 22 brothers and sisters. Do you know how strong that is? The Twitty family is unbelievably full of strong women that it will overwhelm you. And it will take you over, boom. And trying to keep up with the likability of just all of them brothers and sisters. All of that strong women family. With you, Jojo, we got a strong family. But I understand. I understand the aunt that called and you drop everything. I understand all of them things. But boo, when is you going to talk about you? Because can we acknowledge that everybody else is doing their own thing and they ain't really checking if you like them or not? But we over here worried about it. And here we are in the likability trap, struggling. We a hamster on the wheel. And honey, your little legs tired. You got muscles popping everywhere. But you tired, boom. You about to pass out. Can we use our power for something else? Quote of the day, wisdom is the power to put our time and our knowledge to the proper use. Can you put all the things that you're using to be in the likability trap to proper use for yourself? So for me, that meant I had to be strategic about removing myself. My family was the hardest, so I started on that. I started on the opposite end because I didn't want to deal with family. I didn't have the energy, and I wasn't strong enough to deal with the family just yet. So I did other people. I did the boo things. I did the girlfriends. I did the jobs. I did all of that where I handled that likability, where I liked myself first, and I stopped holding on to what they were thinking. Honey, that was easy when it came to my family. And then I started picking them suckers off one by one. And I had to be intentional with that thing. Because that likability trap will have you sitting somewhere looking fool. And you don't even understand why you're doing it. And so I started one by one. Because by the time I had worked on this side, I kind of built my confidence up. And I built my strength. I'm using my power now. I'm putting it to my wisdom to work, right? And I'm working on the likability of my family. And it started with me removing myself from negative conversations. That was the hardest thing. Because then I started speaking up. I don't want to talk about that. Can we talk about something else? Because all we talk about is complain. Lord Jesus, can we talk about something else? Well, what you mean, can we talk about something else? There are other things in this whole wide world for us to talk about, but we choose the same 4 topics every time. Can we talk about something else? That was a hard step out of the likability trap with my family. But it took JoJo being consistent for it to stick. Again, when you're coming out of the likability trap, what this side ain't trying to do is to conform to you. They like that you are juggling all of the things that they like, and you're getting their attention, and you're doing all the things that they want you to do. So why would they want you to come out of the likability trap? Let's understand that. They don't want you to come out of that. Why? Because when they call you, you can stop what you're doing and go do it. Well, JoJo will find out the answer. She'll figure it out. Well, shoot, I knew JoJo. If didn't nobody know, JoJo knows. So I'm calling you. Girl, I told one of my girlfriends about you, and I told them that you'd hook them up. Likability Trap. Okay. No. They don't want you out for this. Because if you come off this, it ain't benefiting them. The Likability Trap. Welcome to crazy. Here you are. So for me, it started with me changing the conversation with the core people in my life. Because that, for me, was my biggest problem. And so I had to consistently show up for myself. I don't want to talk about that, Mom. Golly, I don't want to talk about that. Now, mind you, I was 400 miles away from my mama, so she could not slap me in my mouth for talking back. Oh, but when she saw me, honey, she said, JoJo, when I see your little narrow behind, I'm going to pop you dead in your mouth. She did. But guess what? I was consistent with my conversation. And it got me out of that likability trap. It got me out of, JoJo, this is your lane. All of that over there, you trying to drive one car in 13 lanes. That's why you ain't getting nowhere. And so that was my first step. Now, since I've been consistent with the conversations with my family, this is what happens. When the conversations start, I seen this, and Lord, I'm worried about this, and I ain't got no money. And there's dead silence on the phone because I've learned not to participate. Hard lesson, not to participate. But me being consistent, it helps. So I'm silent. I know you don't want to hear it, so let me go ahead and talk about something else. And just like that, we on a whole nother conversation. Just like that. But it took me being consistent with myself that I'm getting out of this likability trap today. Somehow, some way. Because this here is exhausting. Because I'm using all of my energy doing that. That's exhausting. And so it started with me changing the conversation, right? And then because I was already doing the inner work, eventually you gotta walk it out loud, what you just worked on the inside. And so then it became my eating habits change. Oh, here she go again. Eating. Judge, what's this? You should went out there and ate the rocks and the grass off the ground if you were gonna eat this. Don't bring this to my table. Don't put this in my house. What you mean your kids don't eat pork? What do you mean they don't eat meat? Them kids need some grease in their life. No, they don't. They just fine. We're not going to eat that. Thank you. I bought my own. And I cooked it. Because here's another thing. You going to bring that in, and you won't use my pots and pans to cook that nasty stuff, and I got to smell it. I come prepared with my own food, cooked food. I'm ready for you. I got you. Because see, in the likability trap, one thing that you learn is what they like. Right? Right, Tracy? One thing you learn is what they like. So when you're coming out of that likability trap, boo, you are armed and prepared for every trick and tip that they got coming for you. I knew the complaining about my food was coming. I came with my own. I knew they were going to say something about me using their utensils. So I bought my own. Honey, I travel with pots and pans. And best believe I will cook my food and heat it up and leave in time so that it's still warm when I get to your house to sit down and eat a nice hot meal with my family with my food. See, you're twice armed because you done been in this likability trap so long. You know what they like. Right, Tiffany? I travel with my food. Honey, I got the insulated bags. I got the coolers. You want a snack? Go an apple, an orange, a kiwi. Eat you a couple of pods of jackfruit. You going to be okay for the rest of the day. You want some barbecue? I got you. Right. You got to come prepared. You have got to come prepared. You already know how your family be acting. And we still on family. We ain't even got to your friends and you doing all this. And then you got a boo thing you trying to introduce them to. Lord bless him. Hope he survived. So you are twice armed because now you know what it takes. Right, Tracy. I know what they're going to say. And I am prepared with an answer. And I'm also prepared with And here in your self-care as gangster and in your growth, you develop a thicker skin because people are not going to understand where you are on your journey. They're not going to understand how you, Judge, you work too much. You sit at that desk, and every time I call you, you working. You need to take some time for your kids, and you need to take some time to do this. They're not going to understand your journey, whether you're beginning, the middle, or you're continuing to climb. They may not understand that. You've got to develop that thick skin that says, I know, it's okay, and change the conversation. Because if you don't, you'll go right back to that likability trap. And then you also have to develop that thick skin so when they see you, because you're over the phone, but when you see them and you already know what they're going to say, and you know they ain't going to stop. They not going to stop. You've got to be able to then, y'all know when I say you got to take ownership of yourself, and the last two steps is you got to wallow in it. You got to feel yourself and be comfortable. And then you got to stand. That means you got to be flat-footed, shoulders back, chest out, head up, and say that thing. And even if you're not strong enough to say it, you're standing on it. You ain't bending over and crumbling down. You're standing on it. No, we're not going to eat that. I'm standing on, I won't eat at your house. I ain't going to hurt your feelings. I'll drink all the water you got. I'll eat all your potato chips. I'll do that. But it's my fault. I did not come prepared. I can deal with you talking about me. Yep, I can handle that. And if you don't do the work in your self-care as gangster journey, if you don't do the work of that, when they come and say those things, like they will, like they've always done for your whole life, you will find yourself back in that likability trap. You will find yourself giving in again. And then you'll leave and you'll be like, my God, how did I get back in this again? Judge, I thought you were stronger than that. I was. But then they started talking, and it was just easier to give in. It's easier to give them what they want. It's easier for me to be like, okay, Ma, just, because you know your mama can be on your neck. She can be right here, snatching all of your edges. You ain't going to have no skin left when she done. But now, Jojo, help me understand, baby. Now, Sophronia ain't going to talk like that. My mama ain't fixing to talk like that. She gonna say, now, Jojo, now this about to been the craziest stuff I ever heard of in my life. Now, tell me again why you want to do this, because I ain't understanding no parts of this. But why you want to do it again? But how did you think of that, Jojo? What came across your mind that said you needed to do that? And why you want to do it with your kids? Did your kids say they like that? I bet if I went in there and I asked your kids, they going to say, Grandmother, I don't like that. I'm just doing it because my mama said do it. That's what my mama going to say. And I've got to be prepared because I'm twice armed now, right? I know what she's going to say. I know how they're going to act. And I'm ready now with the counteraction, because in the likability trap, what you do have is all their secrets to how they operate. So now, let's go right back to the quote today. Wisdom is the power to put our time and our knowledge to proper use. You already know how they operate and what they're thinking. Put that knowledge to proper use. Counteract that thing. You are at war with your family and yourself, boo. You're trying to get out of this likability trap. You better use everything you got. You better outsmart them folk. Please understand the underlying of all this is that they love you. They just don't understand your transition. They don't understand your change. They don't understand your journey. And your family wants to keep you safe. And they can only keep you safe by what they see and what they know. And you trying to go above that. Mama can't keep you safe up here because she hasn't been up here. Doesn't make you any better than Mama. She has loved you to her faith level. It's time for you to love yourself to your faith level. Your faith level says, oh, we about to jump off this cliff and we earning our wings. Your mama's faith level is saying we driving in a car with a seatbelt on and we ain't going nowhere but down the street. So you got to understand that their basis may be love and security because they don't understand your growth. And they may not know how to articulate that to you in a proper way. So it comes across as criticism, and our feelings can get hurt. And we can get angry and mad and think they're not supporting us, but they are to their own level of what they can comprehend. Okay? So we got to cut them some slack. But we are twice armed because we know all of their tactics. So now we need to put our knowledge to use. Okay? And then this is what's going to happen. Let me tell you, when you are consistent, because what is consistent is what is true. What is consistent is what is true. If you keep showing up for yourself. So now, I keep showing up with my own food, right? I keep showing up Thanksgiving, Christmas. I'm showing up with my own food. There's never a time I'm not showing up with my, and if I didn't travel with my own food, the first stop is the grocery store to get something that will tide me and my children over for the weekend. Right? And so now, since what is consistent is true, I've been consistently doing that for years. So now the call, Mom coming home, Lord, let me go buy you some rocks and grass. What you want? What is consistent is what is true. Now when I get there, Jojo, I bought you some of that green mess that you like to eat. I don't know how in the world you eat that. Do it taste good? You don't want no grease on it? You don't want me to fry it? I've never fried anything in my life, even before I started eating differently. I don't know how to fry nothing. I'm not trying to figure that part out. No. You sure you don't want me to fry it in something? I got a piece of fatback laying here. You want to put it in some fatback grease? No, thank you. But it ain't got no seasoning on it, baby. What is it? And you're eating it like it's good. It is. You are twice armed because you know how they are going to react. But what is consistent is what is true. I consistently showed up for myself. I took the consistent steps to get out of that likability trap. And one, eventually they already admire you. They just don't know how to say it. They love you and want to keep you safe. They don't know how to articulate it. But if they see you that you are consistently doing it, they then know it's got to be important to you. And eventually they're going to respect your wishes. Now your children, not so much sometimes, because my kids are fair. You want to taste it, baby? You want to taste on what grandma fried? I got this fried chicken over here. And Courtney hasn't had chicken in 5 years. Courtney's like, ooh, that smells so good. And Mom like, you want a bite? She said, no, thank you, grandmother. You sure you don't want no chicken, girl? She's like, no, but I'll eat you. Did you cook your greens with pork? My mama is the southernest country black woman. Yes, she cooked her greens with pork. Fat back, ham hock, and pour some extra grease over in there. That's just what you do. But what is consistent is what is true. Yeah, I don't want you to get caught in that likability trap, because that likability trap will have you, it will have you stressed out. It will have you, let me tell you what the likability had me doing. Knowing I didn't eat those things, coming home and eating them so I didn't have to hear anybody's mouth about what I did eat. And then I was physically ill. One time I went to the hospital because I insisted on eating pork after I told them I didn't eat it. But because I wasn't strong enough to deal with the likability and saying, okay, I can't do this. Just a bite, golly, it ain't gonna kill you. Hospital. Letting them kids eat a hot dog. Rosalie had never had a hot dog in her whole life. She's 16. She had her first one at 10. Hospital. Sick. Almost 3 days. What's wrong with her? She ate a hot dog, something she's never had in her entire life. It made her that sick. So now here I am trying to describe things that, yeah, Ma, it just made her sick. The likability trap. You are trying to please everybody, every way, to get them to continue to like you and or keep the peace. Likability and keeping the peace can go hand in hand. So you're doing all the work to keep the peace with everybody. And it's exhausting. Yes. My mama not fixing to make me no greens. I said, Mom, I sure would like to have some of your greens. Baby, you don't want none of your mama greens. You want, she said, I can't tell you what she said. She said, you want some of other people's greens. That's what you want. You don't want none of your mama greens. Because your mama greens going to be seasoned and cooked with some meat. I can pick the meat out for you. No, ma'am. That's okay. I'll cook my green. How you go, Jojo, now tell me what you flavor your greens with, baby, if you ain't got no meat in them like that. How does that work, honey? I bet you that's god-awful nasty. And that's my family word. Judge, I bet that's god-awful nasty. But my aunt picked up some vegetarian cornbread mix by mistake. Fixed up some cornbread, and she called me, Jojo, girl, let me tell you. I said, what is it? And she said, I done found some vegetarian cornbread mix. And let me tell you, that thing was good. I mean, I didn't know it till after I ate. And I said, bless God, is this what JoJo be eating? And here I was thinking you was eating nasty stuff. And you got to give them space to allow them to watch you in your natural environment. Because you're letting go of the likability trap. Give them time to adjust to the new you, okay? Give them time to adjust to you not doing the things that they like and that they're used to seeing you do to please them. They're not used to you doing things that's not pleasing to them. So give them some time to adjust to that. Now, I am the joke in the family, and that's okay. I'm used to it. Here comes JoJo. She got a book because she ain't going to sit here and do nothing. And Kiva, you know my family, Kiva. Is this not true? And here comes JoJo. You know, two things JoJo got. She got something nasty and green, and she got a book. Oh, JoJo, you going to sit here without a book and talk to us? Oh, you going to look at TV? Because that's the other joke. I don't watch TV. I said, Ma, I watch TV right before I go to bed. I watch HGTV. But did you see them? Lord, I don't know why I'm asking if you saw the news, because I know you don't watch TV. But baby, I said, Ma, I'm informed. I just don't sit down and watch TV all day. I can't do that. I don't watch TV shows. I don't know. Lord Jesus. Well, you know, I gotta go watch TV. I gotta go watch this show. Now, I know you don't. Lord, let me call you aunt, because you don't know nothing about what I'm fixing to talk about. Bye, JoJo. I'll talk to you later. I love my family. And they are just as animated as I am. And we're like this all the time. All the time we're like this. And so I developed that thick skin, because I'm consistent and I'm living true to me. Right. You got to give them space to adjust to the new you, because you're expanding and you're growing. They don't know how to wrap their arms around that. They know JoJo here. They don't know JoJo who is spreading her wings and thinking differently. They don't know that. They don't know the JoJo that talk back respectfully, because I ain't talking to my mom out the side of my neck, because if I did, y'all be coming to my funeral today, because she'd take me out instantaneously. Respectfully, I'm saying what I have to say, and I'm respectfully declining to get caught up in your likability. Kiva know my family. She know that they are animated times. What you see of me, my family, is times 10,000. And when we all get together, you will have the time of your life, because we are all animated together. And so can you imagine growing up in that? And having to deal with the likability of all of those personalities. And all of our personalities are big and loud. We're very loud. We will out-talk anybody in the room. All of us. And we're all women. But we're just big personalities. And we're loud and full of life. And we ask questions. But I had to learn to step away from that likability trap, because it is exhausting. And I don't want my sisters nor my brothers to get caught up in the likability trap. You're tired, boo. That's why. Your mama got a lot of requirements. You just don't want to admit it. But I tell you what. Look at all the things you do right now to appease your mama. To keep her not asking you no question. To keep your mama from coming to you and saying, now, JoJo, good Lord Almighty, child. Now, and here's my favorite thing. My mother would say, well, I saw Sister So-and-so at the store. And she said, you know, I see JoJo did this and this. Now, Sugar, what's that about? Well, I had to tell the Lord, I don't know, because you know, JoJo, every time I look around, she's doing something different. I don't know what she's doing. So now, JoJo, tell me again what you're doing now, so I can go back and tell this woman. Now, if you would just stick to one thing, I'd be able to tell everybody what you're doing. But you can't stick to one thing. Just like when you was a kid, bouncing all over the place. That's my family. And that's what you have to put up with. And that's okay. They are growing and adjusting to the new you. And it's okay. Give them space and allow them space to come and ask you questions. Because I never thought I'd see the day that my sister would be like, now, JoJo, what kind of detox did you do again? Let me tell you how fast I helped her get that detox. Please understand. Shipped it to her house and everything. Let me help you start today. But you want to, when you're growing, you want it to be a safe space for everybody. You're growing and expanding. Your family's not understanding it. It's okay to allow them to adjust to the new you. But you got to be consistent with you. So I hope you guys have enjoyed my family stories for today. But it was the best way I could explain the likability trap to you, was to give you examples. And what better way than confessions and conversations with my family. And my family, they don't mind, because if they would have come on the show, because after I get off this show, what my mama fixing to do is call me, you little heifer, I heard you talking about me on your show because your Aunt Dee watched it and she told me what you said. And as soon as I see you, I'm going to pop you in your mouth. And then she'll start laughing. She said, you going to be something, ain't you, girl? I said, yes, ma'am. I'm going to respectfully talk about my mama because I love her to death. I love my family. I just knew it was exhausting, me getting caught up in them doing everything that they liked for me to do. Now, there's some things that I still honor that I would do. Like if my aunt or my sister or my mother, my cousin, my brothers and sisters alone is a whole army. So if they call and they genuinely need some help, then I will help them, do something that I normally don't do, because I understand that it may be a need right then. Right? Girl, if you come to my family, let me tell you, my family is hilarious. We could have our own TV show. Between my mother and my auntie and my sister, we could have our own TV show and easily keep everybody entertained every day, all day. Because my family dynamics are insane. But we have a great time. And you've got to stay consistent with yourself so that they will respect your boundaries. And here's the thing. Your relationship doesn't necessarily have to change, but they respect who you are and what you're doing now on a different level. Because before, they were taken advantage of. So on this wonderful, what's today? Wednesday. Wonderful Wednesday. I want you to have an amazing day. Please don't get caught up in the likability trap, okay? And know that I talk about my family and all the love that I can muster in my whole soul for them. I love them to life. I love my mother, my sister, my auntie, and all 21 of my brothers and sisters. I love them all, from the oldest to the youngest. I love everybody. But I had to remove myself from that likability trap. I had to. And it was probably the best decision I made, was to remove myself from that likability trap. Absolutely best decision. Because I was going to kill myself doing it. I could tell y'all some stories that y'all be like, you need to call Tyler Perry and get your own show, because they are hilarious. Hilarious. Because my auntie will be the first one to call and say, Lord, what's your story today? What's the story today? So this is how a little look into my family. This is how we start our morning. After I finish the morning show, I have about 10 minutes before my mama gonna call me. And if she calls me before I call her, it ain't fixing to be a good conversation. So that means I got to get off of here and call her first. Hey, Mom, because if she calls me first, this is what Sophronia is going to say. She's going to say hello. I'm going to say hello. Hey, Mom. Lord, I could have been dead, resting in my grave, but my children never called to check on me. Hey, Lord, thank God the creek didn't rise and I'm on this side of the living. That's what she's going to say if I don't call her first. And so I know, let me call my mother first So we don't have to, I could have been dead, rested in my grave conversation, which I'm then going to say, Mom, thank God you on this side of the living. How you doing this morning? Lord Jesus, I tell you, I open up the window. And now we go through the cycle where she tells me about the weather and her dog and who she talked to. So I would talk to her for about 15 minutes. I'm then going to hang up the phone because two things are going to happen. My aunt is going to beep in on her end, or my sister's going to beep in on my end. And we'll say, okay, I'll holler at you later. Love you, bye. Click off. I'm going to talk to my sister. One or two things are going to happen. What you doing? Nothing. What you doing? Nothing. Oh, me neither. And she's going to sit there. She's going to want you to carry the conversation. So then I'm going to talk to my sister until one or two things going to happen. My mother's going to click in, or my aunt's going to click in on one of our phones. But this is Mama, this is Aunt. Let me hang up. Okay, love you, bye. Click. I'm then going to talk to my aunt, my mother's, and my sister's going to talk to my mama. And I'm going to talk to my aunt. And her first words are going to be, tell me your story, child, because I done heard everybody else's. So then I'm going to tell her I talked to my mama and I talked to my sister. And we're going to laugh about what they talked about. And then me and her are going to talk. And then one or two things are going to happen. She's going to say, I'm at work now. I'll call you later. Or she's going to say, this your sister clicking in. I'll call you back. That is our morning circle conversations. Every morning by 10 a.m. I've talked to those three people, and we have all talked to each other. And you can tell all of us, don't tell your mama, don't tell your sister, don't tell your aunt. And as soon as we get off the phone, whoever knows it is calling the next person to tell them. Your mama said don't tell this, but Lord, you know I got to tell it. What kind of mess is this? That is my morning. Before 9 a.m. Definitely before 10. If I go a day without that conversation happening before 8 p.m., my mother is threatening to kill me. And so you learn your family. And that's just the insight into my family dynamics and how we operate. And I love them. I love them to life, and I enjoy our conversations so much. But y'all, fearless thought of the day. Don't get caught up in that likability trap. And if you in there, boo, I feel you. I got you. I understand. Okay? I understand better than anybody. But I also understand one day, which is day one, which is today, you're going to have to take a step out and start stepping away from those likability traps and be consistent to what is true for you. And your family, they love you. They will adjust. They will adjust, that I promise you. Okay? It may take them a minute, because it took my family a minute to adjust. But when they did, they respect it and they have no problem with it. And I'm a better person for it, because I wasn't living true to who I was, getting caught up in that likability trap. So I hope this has helped somebody today, guys. I hope you have enjoyed my family stories. I hope I made you laugh on this wonderful Wednesday with my family, because we are truly disanimated. The fearless quote of the day: wisdom is the power to put our time and our knowledge to the proper use. And that's by Thomas J. Watson. So you have knowledge, put it to use. Be wise with it, okay? And let's start taking a look at what you do for the people around you to get them to like you. So make a list today of all the things you do that you do for your mama to like you, meaning all the things that you do so you don't hear her complain about what you're doing. That's what I mean. All the things you do for your sister, your brother, and your cousin, your job, everything that you do for anybody so that you don't have to hear them complain about anything, because you already know what it is that they like. List those things out. And then decide, are you a victim of the likability trap? And if you are, can we decide what we're going to do about that thing today? Can we talk about that? What are we going to do about it today? So just for today, list that out, okay? And if you're having trouble with it, that's just because you don't want to list it out, because you'd be like, my God, I didn't know I was this deep in. And it's okay. It is okay. The good thing is now you know, so now we're about to do something about it. So I hope you guys have an amazing day. I want you to please share the show, because sharing is caring. I cannot do this show without you, and I can't do it without you sharing it. If I've said anything that has helped you, please let me know as well, so I know that I'm on the right path and sharing the right things that have helped me and hopefully can help somebody else. So please make sure you share the show. If your friends and family do not have Facebook, send them over to the YouTube channel so they can binge watch. And you too can use this video to show it to your family to plant a seed of the idea that you about to change some things. Mama, look at how this crazy JoJo, look what she was talking about. And whether your family want to admit it or not, they're going to realize you talking about them. You can use me. I'm okay with that. Y'all know how many people have used me as an excuse? Well, I told them JoJo did it. Kiba did that to me one time. Kiba, are you still on there? Kiba said, well, I went to visit Kiba, and what did we do, Kiba? I forgot something. And before the conversation was over with Kiba mama, Kiba gonna say, well, JoJo did it too, mama. Now, I'm in good graces with Kiba's family. Is the family I go to when I want to feel like I'm in the Huxtable family or the Brady Bunch family. I go to her family for all the love and support and the cushiony, lovey stuff. I go to her family for that. And I love her mother. And her mother loves me. And I like to keep it that way. JoJo, I like to keep her thinking I don't do nothing insane, Kiba. And here Kiba, but mama, JoJo did it too. Got me in trouble. Kiba. Thank you, Kiba. So today, y'all have my permission to use me as an excuse. You can show them the show. And it's okay. They can call me. It's all right. And because sometimes that's what you need. They got, I told you Kiba did that. And she was very proud of it and walked away. Mama JoJo did it too and walked away and left me there with her mama to answer all the questions. Now, JoJo, baby, what'd you do that for? Kiba gone. Left me. But it's okay. That's why we are friends and I love her. So I hope you guys have an amazing, day. I hope this has helped you guys. Please use this show if you need it. Please save it, download it, and share it with your friends and your family if you need help getting out of that likability trap. I want you to be peaceful, period. I want you to have an amazing day. And please make sure you share the show. And I'll see you guys here bright and early tomorrow morning. Have a good one.